Hello there, and welcome back to today's episode of the Fantasy Minecraft Guide. Today we're going to head to the end. Typically the end is the last thing you do in a normal Minecraft world, however in this mod pack, there's still plenty more to do afterwards. However, today, hopefully, we got to find all the end eyes, as it's not the same as vanilla. You have to collect 12 individual eyes from different locations all over the world. And we'll get ourselves into the end, and we'll leave here today with some shulkers. So one of the first things I want to do is build a temple to house some clerics. Clerics are a villager you can trade with to get one of the end eyes. So getting a temple underway to house them will get us one of the eyes, hopefully. And then we'll explore and look for some of the other eyes. And then after that, we will head into the end itself and take down the Ender Dragon. So if you're interested to see what the end looks like in the Fantasy Minecraft Modpack, keep watching and you'll find out. First things first, enjoy the time-lapse of making our Cleric Temple, our newest addition to our village. So for the temple, I went with a skeleton head, kind of representative of our necromancer here, coming out of the ground with, these curved kind of pillars all around it, and it has this kind of frost look going on with this magic orb above it. And we're going to fill this out. We already have one with cleric villagers on the inside. And this one unfortunately did not give us the eye trade that we need, so we're going to have to keep kind of working to get more villagers in here. So I'm waiting for a couple of baby villagers to grow up and take their little cleric jobs here. So in the meantime, let's kind of discuss the end in this mod pack and the steps we need to take to get there. So the end is going to be chapter 3.8. These cows are driving me crazy. I'm going to kill them all. And what you need for the end is 12 different unique eyes. So we already have the one from the Wither, the Nether Fortress, and a Pillager Outpost. And then we're going to need 9 more of, I believe, the additional 12 that there are. I think there's 16 in total. So you don't need every single one of them, but you need the majority of them. Getting these eyes can be very time consuming. Some of them are found in structures, but they're not always going to be there. This is the one that's bought from a master cleric, but the cleric doesn't always roll with this as a trade. Just gathering these along the way is going to become pretty important, and hopefully you have a few of them by the time you decide you want to go to the end. For some people, this is a very time consuming process. So I'm going to get started on some of these eyes. I've already been trying to enchant things. I haven't got the cryptic one yet. So we'll use our compass to find a couple of these various structures and hope that we can, come up lucky with some of these. One thing I'm going to make and bring with me is some of these Waystones. I don't know how far we're going to have to travel, and I want to be able to get back to my base relatively quickly, and just in case we don't find any villages on the way. These things are pretty easy to craft. As far as the Abyss Watcher, you just need Ender Eyes and Flint, and then some polished blackstone and obsidian. So I'm going to make probably several of them and just keep them in my backpack and bring them with us. Alright, so our first destination is going to be we're going to look for an igloo. Now, there's different igloo structures in this. Like in this instance, my compass found a grassy igloo kind of close by. I have no idea if it has to be a ice igloo, but we're gonna try this one just because it's close by and see what happens. Alright, here's our little grass igloo. I didn't see a chest, so let's see if there's anything down here. And no. Kind of disappointing. Alright, so now we need to look for another igloo. While I was out looking for the igloo, I stumbled across a structure called a Woodland Keep. At the time I had no idea what it was. As I was exploring it, I ended up finding 3 of the eyes that I needed. This ended up being a great find in helping me out to get to the end. I'm not exactly sure if these eyes are always in these loot tables for the keep. However, I would highly recommend using your compass to look for one of these Woodland Keeps if you happen to be looking for end eyes, as it had 3 of the eyes that we needed. Ooh. That's one of the eyes we need. Didn't see that coming in here. Take it though. Oh, and here's another eye. Definitely getting lucky with the structure here. And another one. Well, what a find this place was. So let's see what eyes we need to get now. We got the igloo eye. Mineshafts are pretty common, so maybe we'll try to get that one. Alright, so there's a ton of mineshafts, so we'll have to just find one that's the closest and hope that has what we need. Let's see, Dark Forest is... 2,000 blocks that way, but we can hit the cliffs thing, so we'll probably use... We'll try that. And we did get a Cleric villager that has the evil eye, we just need a rabbit's foot in order to purchase it. Oh. It's kind of cool. Not the eye, though. Where did he come from? Where did you come from? Ooh, chest. Take you. And you. Ah. Starting to think I'm never gonna find this eye. Here. No. Oh, it's here. Oh. Thank you. Okay. The lost eye's down now. So that gives us 7 to 12. Let's see. Maybe the Bastion. See how far Desert Temple is from us. Pretty far. I guess let's do it. Small detour. No. Get down here. You get down here. Want to be my friend? Stop that. Stop pretending you don't want to be my friend. Come on, be my friend. Are you friends now? Absolutely epic. So these Zap Tucks, whatever they're called, are tameable, rideable, flying mounts in Fantasy Minecraft. They come from, I believe it's the Mythic Mounts mod, and are just awesome little additions to the game. The only thing I'll say is they do tend to like to fly off and fly around, so keep your eye on them if you plan on traveling with them. But this should make going to our desert temple just so much easier. You will see with flying in this game, especially if you end up with an Elytra or if you're using the Crusader, that the chunks don't necessarily load. And I have a decent computer. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it's, I have 32 megabytes, or I'm sorry, 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 3070 Ti, so it's not terrible either. It takes a while for the chunks to keep up. I don't think this is as much of an issue for chunks you've already loaded, but it's definitely an issue for new chunks. So here's the desert temple, and it's going to give me mining fatigue. So inside there's puzzles, essentially, that you have to solve. And it gives you mining fatigue, so you can't cheat them. Alright, it looks like my entrance is underwater. So apparently we have to slay the pharaoh and free the temple from his curse. 4 to 3. 3 to 1. Beautiful. So that just turned that on. Well, full disclosure here, my minions, take debuffs, and I guess they took the one that prevents me from mining, so I'm cheesing this temple. Well, it appears after all that, we still didn't get it. Right, so while we're out looking for our desert pyramid, we found this treasure map. So hopefully that gives us one of the eyes that we need. Okay, well, we we got a Heart of the Sea. That should be useful. We can use the Heart of the Sea to craft the exotic eye. We need other stuff too, but it's not black eye, which is what I was hoping. Continuing onward. So one of the things about the Mythic Mounts in this mod pack, like this guy, you can use, in order to get him to sit, you just hold a stick in your hand and just right-click on him, and it switches in between sitting, following, and wandering. So that way, because these guys have a habit of wandering off on you and flying around up in the air, and then you're not able to get them when you need them, so you can just leave them sitting. You just have to keep a stick on your on hand. It's a lot easier than like with horses where you need to always have a lead with you. Oh, so this will be good. So when you see things like this that have like Protection 6 or Unbreaking 4 that you normally can't get, it doesn't really matter what they're on, just get them and you can put them in the Disenchanter later. The Disenchanter is something we haven't covered yet, but I've kind of been waiting to find something like that where we can have an item that we want to take some of these good enchants off of. Nice rainbow. Well, so here's another shipwreck. Hopefully we have better luck with this treasure map. Nothing great in here. So for those who don't know, the trick with the treasures is if you look at the F3 debug menu and you go to the 9-9 block in the chunk. So if you're looking at the block section there, there's the parentheses where it says 9-14-9. So both of those should be on 9, and the block is always located right at that, those two coordinates within the chunk. And swing and a miss again. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Don't hit shift when you're riding on a flying map. So we're going to pivot a little bit. At this point, I've been to 4 or 5 desert temples, and it seems like in every single one of them in the treasure room, a skeleton or a husk spawns detonating the TNT, blowing up all the chests that we need. So I'm having trouble finding this eye, so we're going to move on to a different one. One thing I did find out in the desert, though, was a rabbit's foot, which is one of the things we needed to buy the eye from the cleric. So I've been working on getting some clerics in here. We have 3 out of the 4 spots filled. I'd like to fill these spots too. Definitely useful to get things like ender pearls and such from. But in the meantime, we can buy our evil eye. So we now have 4 to go. So I'm thinking the witch eye shouldn't be too terrible to get. We'll try to find more buried treasures of Bastion. And we'll see, I might do a little bit of enchanting, or go for the Elder Guardian. Oh, we also lost our Zap Tuck Bird Flying Mount thing, whatever that thing's called. He met an unfortunate end. Alright, let's head on over to the Bastion that we had already found and see if we can find something useful there.
2 hours later.
Oh, finally. Only about 5 or 6 bastions later. We'll save this place for later in case I ever want to make a froglight farm. Oh, one additional eye down. We do have 3 to go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. We do have 2 mending books left. And we don't really need it anytime soon. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Well, there's another one of them birds. Maybe this one won't die? You get back here. I can't believe I lost my mending villager. That's a bummer. Alright, we got another treasure map. Oh. Look at that. Another eye. So now we only have 2 left. I'm thinking Elder Guardian. And the Witch. Alright, off to find an ocean monument and our second to last of the eyes. So I have not been in one of these temples yet. Seems basically similar to what we're used to, just slightly different layout. Dead end, of course. Oh, that's a big boy. We get the eye? I swear to God, it said Elder. Oh, not what I was looking for, though. Guardian eye. There we go. We're gonna get out of here. We have what we came for. Poor guy looks cold. Okay, we really only have one more we need, so I believe we had a swamp village, so we'll go there to try to find the witch pupil. Hopefully this is some kind of another witch hut, maybe? Oh, I hear witches. Oh, it's a whole witch village. There's gotta be a witch out here. Your eye. Somebody give me eye. Don't need a broom. Witch pupil. There we go. What else do we need to make this thing? Witch eye crafted using the witch pupil. Witch pupil eye vendor. Bet. Might as well do some killing while we're here. Okay, let's craft this final eye. What in the heck? That doesn't look good. Wow. That's it, chapter 3.8, and it unlocks chapter 4, apparently. And I think it's time to embark upon our quest to kill the dragon. A bunch more waystones just in case we need them, and we'll use the compass, because apparently the eyes of Ender don't actually work to find the stronghold anymore. And I'm not using obviously my specialty ones that we just took days to find. You know, now that I have this guy, it's like, really, am I that excited about Elytra anymore? I'm not really sure. Elytra's nice, it can get you out of places in a pinch, but this dude is basically my boy at this point. Well, I guess here goes nothing. I feel like that could be, what we need. And I'm guessing this is our stronghold. Tell you what, this is a much cooler stronghold than vanilla. Oh my god, a shulker. Sorry, pal. Not your day. Oh, get out of here. Alright. I came prepared for this. Bed. Waystone. Never actually been in here before. In Fantasy Minecraft, anyway. There it is. Oh, I'm gonna piss off every Enderman in the area. Man, I probably should have tried to bring a bow. That would have actually really been smart. This is just what I need. Come on, Ender Dragon. No match for my race. Oh my god, I wasn't using replay mod. Terrible. Come down here, I got something for you. Come on. There you go. And got it. Container. Sounds like it's probably worth getting. Guessing the trick to getting the egg is still the same. There it is. Interesting. That's a shulker now. Oh, thank God. Don't even have to go to End Cities for it. That's amazing. Don't know what this is. I mean, I love that all these Endermen just die all around me. The Necromancer is just such a great class. I mean, that is if you don't want to play the game. Well, we have slayed the dragon, and I think this is a great place to wrap up this episode. This episode took probably days for me to film because of finding these ender eyes, so I think this is a good spot. I want to get this one out, and then part 2 we'll do next time, which will be exploring the End Islands and getting ourselves the Elytra. So if you don't want to miss what happens in the end, make sure you subscribe and tune in next time for the End Islands. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and have a Happy New Year.